Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let's turn that music off because I'll be on here dancing all morning. But good morning to you. Welcome to another Command Your Day. Hop on in the room. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. I pray that y'all are having a good morning so far. I know I have. Always a dance party. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Jenny. How are you? Good morning, Liza. Good morning, everyone. Come on in the room. Come on in and join the party. I turn the music off because I'll get distracted. But come on in the room. Good morning, Lilia. I'm feeling well. I'm feeling well. Good morning, Miss Rosa. How are you? How are you doing? So come on in the room. Yes, tap the screen for me if you're able to do that. Double tap for me. Let's pull some new family members in the room. Let's do that. Let's continue to grow, even though we're, 7 days away? 7 days away from them deciding what they're going to do with this platform, but we're continuing to grow, right? God is on our side and it will work out for our good. It will. It will. So come on in the room. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Command Your Day. I'm Anika V. Brown, Master Life Coach and Mentor with a focus in productivity and mindset. Good morning, Dragonfly Girl. Good morning to you. So when you come into the room, when you join us here every morning, we utilize this time to get our mindset together. We encourage each other, motivate each other. We use our words to create the day or speak life into the day that we desire to experience, right? That's what we do here. So come on in the room. Hello, Michael. Good morning to you. HG1 Peter. Good morning. Thank you so much for hitting the follow button. So those of you who are new can follow suit. Hit that follow button so you will get the notification whenever I go live. There's also a link in my bio for you to join the Commanders community. Good morning, George. How are you? Hey, Evie. There's also a link in my bio for you to join the Commanders community. It is free. You get valuable information, which I send out weekly. So if you want to be on my mailing list and in my community, do that. The manual is already in my city. I'm waiting for the notification. Yay! Yay! I'm so excited about it. Can't wait for you to have it in your hands. Good morning, Liz. Good morning, Fortitude. How are you? Good morning to you all. So continue to double tap the screen for me. Continue to double tap, share it out if you're able to do that. Hi, Seema. How are you? Good morning to you. You did that for me. That just means the world. You're welcome. You're welcome. Or no, I am not in EUA. I'm not. I am not, my friend. But I'm happy to do that for you, Lilia. Your commitment to our community, I want to celebrate that. And I'm very grateful for that because nobody has to show up, but you've been showing up. You've been very consistent. You do the work. So I had to do that for you. I had to make sure that you got a copy in your hand. Good morning, Teeks. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm going to give you two guesses, George. You get two guesses. And listen to my accent when I speak, when I get excited. So you can guess at the end of the live. Okay, George? You can guess at the end of the live. I'm sure you're going to hear my accent. And I'm giving you two guesses. Good morning. She got that. Good morning, Miss Melissa. Thank you so much for the daily heart me. Darina, good morning to you. All right, so let's jump right into it because we know how fast the time goes by. We know how fast. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Katty. Lizita, good morning. How are you? Good morning to you. We know how fast the time goes by. Yeah, we're close to 100. Yes, thank y'all. Share the stream out. But let's do our gratitude check-in. Let's do that. Let's do our gratitude check-in really quickly. Go ahead and drop in the comments 3 things that you're grateful for today. We do this exercise every morning to keep us in a mindset of abundance. It is important that you do that. Now, you may have joined us for a few mornings and you're like, wait, why do they do that every morning? If it's something that is good for you, why not do it every day? If it's something that is really helping you to grow, why not do it every day? That's a question that you got to ask yourself if you're the one that struggles with consistency. If I know that this thing makes me healthy, why not do it every day? Even if it's in a small, even if it's in small increments, why not do it every day, right? We know that our gratitude check-in helps to keep us in a mindset of abundance. Why not do it every day? If we know that going through our affirmations helps to position our mindset so we can take the day on well and be in a good space, why not do it every day? Why not? Right? Who wrote the rules that you can only do it Monday to Friday and then on the weekend you're in a space of negative emotions? No, if it's good for you, let's do it every day. So we do our gratitude check-in every day. We find 3 things that we're grateful for, and this helps to keep us in a mindset of abundance, right? Grateful for God, emotional strength, and health. I love that. I love that. I'm grateful for favor, success, and grace. Yes. Grateful for waking up, peace of mind, love. I'm grateful for momentum, divine wisdom, and provision. Yes, I love that. I love that. So for those of you who are just hopping in the room, we're doing our gratitude check-in. Again, we do this exercise every morning to help to keep us in the mindset of abundance. You could have woken up on the wrong side of the bed, but the moment that you consciously sit down and say, you know what, I'm so grateful for life. Everything may not be perfect, but I'm grateful that I have life. I'm grateful that I was on the wake-up call or the wake-up list this morning. I'm grateful that I'm not outside, right? Even if the shelter is not perfect, I have a shelter, a roof over my head, right? That will shift whatever you were experiencing before. Just taking that moment to be grateful for even what you consider a small thing. It will totally shift how you see the day, how you go through the day. So again, that is why we practice gratitude every morning. And as I always say, that thing that you consider small, there's somebody out there praying for just 10% of what you have. The thing that you consider small, there's somebody out there that is praying for just 10%. Just let me get a percentage of the life that you have. There is somebody out there that would do anything to get a percentage of what you consider small, what you consider insignificant. So I stress gratitude because it really shifts you into a different space of growth, a different space of personal development. All right. So I stress gratitude. Be grateful, even when things look crazy. Grateful for good health, family, love, and commitment. I love that. Grateful for my family, the sacrifices I needed to make to succeed, and the Commanders community. Thank you. Yes, always be grateful for another day and opportunity. Yes, indeed. I appreciate that you stressed that one. Yeah, because I mean, it's a simple principle, but it is so powerful. It's a simple thing to just turn over and say, thank you. I am grateful. It's simple. It's a simple thing to do. Don't cost you nothing to say thank you. But the effect that it has on your brain, the effect that it has on your perspective, the effect that it has on your life is major. So why not do the simple thing every day if it's going to help us? Good morning, Enrique. How are you? Why not do it? Right? And I'm teaching before I'm teaching, but gratitude is very important. Is a very important practice. I heard this really big apostle, globally known. He was talking about when he first started out his journey, and he was trying to figure out, okay, guys, what are you doing? Like, how are you having such great impact? What are you doing? Like, give me the secret. Let me know what it is. And he said that they would tell him things like, read a book, practice gratitude every day. Connect to the right people. And he was like, there's no way it's simple things like that you all are doing to make such great impact. He said that. He said there's no way it's simple things like gratitude you're practicing to thank you below the dirt. He said there's no way. And he started doing those things. He started practicing those things and his life shifted. So sometimes we're waiting for this big grand explosion, this big grand thing to happen to us, when all we need to do is sit in a space of gratitude, connect to the right people, get some good books, right? Simple things like that. And your life will shift, will turn around in a major way, right? Turn around in a major way. So if you've been on here for a short period of time and you're wondering, like, why are we doing this every morning? It's because of how impactful it is on our lives, on our mindset. And a lot of times I'm teaching before I'm teaching. I don't know what this is all about, but hey, let's flow with it. A lot of times for us to get to that next breakthrough is just a reprogramming we need. We need a mental reprogramming to get to the next space, the next place of breakthrough, the next opportunity that we desire. We just need a mental reprogramming, and starting with gratitude, as simple as it is, would break that door down and open a major opportunity in our lives. So it seems like a simple exercise, but it is powerful, very powerful. Staying in a space of gratitude. You know what? I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful for that. It may not look like what everybody else have, but I'm so grateful. I walk around my house and I'm like, man, I remember days when I prayed for this. I love my life. Now I don't have everything that I want. I have not arrived at the destination that I'm trying to get to, but I love my life. I love where I'm at right now. I prayed for these things. So I get up every day and I'm grateful for everything about my life. All right. And that was a little lesson on gratitude. Maybe we should have covered gratitude today. But that's a little lesson. Good morning, Danny. How are you? Let's get into it. I don't know what that was, but I hope it helped somebody. I hope it opened up your eyes that even this part of it, the first part of it, which is doing our gratitude check-in, it's very strategic. It's very important, right? Very important that we practice gratitude. It was good. Okay. Okay. Awesome. I'm happy that it helped. So we practice gratitude every day because it's that important. Seem like a simple thing, but it is very powerful. Very powerful. All right. Now, we've also made a promise to ourselves that we're going to make bold moves this year. So let's reiterate that promise in the comments. I think I saw Miss Rosa typed it in already. I am making bold moves. I want you to type that in the comments. Yes, I am making bold moves this year. No more discounting myself. No more fear. No more anxiety. I am making bold moves this year. I'm going to write the book, start the business, launch the organization, right? I'm going to apply for the promotion. I am going to do it this year. So type in the comments, I am making bold moves. Thank you so much, Miss Melissa. I am making bold moves. I am making bold moves. I got some, Miss Melissa, I got some resource. I think I'm going to share it with you. I just purchased some resource that I think would really help you. I think I have your email, but DM me your email and I will send you a copy of it. All right. I think it's really going to help you. I just purchased them this past week and it's in your field, in your area. So send me your email and I'll send it over to you. All right. All right. So yes, we're making bold moves this year. We are making bold moves this year. We're doing it. We're getting it done. No more fear, no more anxiety, no more worrying about what people think, what they will say, what they're going to say. People are going to say. They're gonna think, they're gonna talk anyways. All right, so we're going to make bold moves. And if you haven't gotten your bold moves manual yet, grab it. It's mindset coaching in a book. So grab the bold moves manual on Amazon so you can follow along with us, or you can download, you're welcome, Danny, or you can download the e-version of this book using the link that is in my bio. All right, today we're going to be on page 111 and 112. All right, page 111 and 112. That's what we're going to be on today. Now, let's pray really quickly. We are going to pray the 23rd Psalm and then move into the rest of the agenda. All right, I'm going to pray for all of us. You're going to type in the comments, amen, which says that you agree with the prayer. All right, so here we go. The Lord is our shepherd, we shall not want. He makes us to lie down in green pastures. He leads us beside still waters. He restores our souls. He leads us in a path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, we will fear no evil. For thou art with us, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort us. Thou preparest a table before us in the presence of our enemies. Thou anointest our heads with oil. Our cups run over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow us all the days of our lives, and we will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Amen. 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 So that is the 23rd Psalm. Yes, thank y'all for typing amen. I appreciate it. That is the 23rd Psalm that we pray every day. For those of you who have the manual, you know that there is a bold moves prayer inside of the front of it for you to pray every day. So this is the bold moves prayer for you to overcome fear and embrace boldness. Okay, so you're praying this prayer every day. The target of this prayer, the focus of this prayer is to help you to overcome fear and embrace boldness. Now let's move right into the affirmations. Let's do that. Let's move right into the affirmations. Let's position our mindset. Let's elevate our mindset. So I'm going to read through the list. You're going to repeat it to yourself, and then you are going to type in the comments, I agree with that. There's power in agreement. All right. So here we go. I am capable. I am responsible. I am grateful. I am focused on growth. I control my attitude. I am authentically me everywhere I go. I am worthy of God's best for me. I am patient with myself. I am patient with others. I have compassion for myself. I have compassion for others. I embrace positive thinking. I welcome abundance and prosperity into my life. I am courageous and I have peace. I forgive myself and I forgive others. My spirit is renewed. My mind is free. I have a success mindset. I have a clear vision. I am a discipline builder. I am accountable to my goals. I am innovative. I am influential. I am a winner. I am healed and whole. And today I choose peace. Today I choose joy. Today I choose faith. And today I choose to flourish. I give myself permission to be successful. I give myself permission to take up space. I give myself permission to live my dreams. I give myself permission to win. So this is how we position our mindset so we can take the day on with a positive outlook. Hold on, this light is too much in my face. Woo! It's hot and it's burning my eyes. All right, so that is how we position our mindset so we can take the day on with a positive outlook. Good morning, Uncle X Brand. How are you? I sent you a message. Let me know. Let me know how we move forward, okay? Thank y'all for typing I agree. Thank you. Hi, Suzanne. Good morning to you. How are you? All right. So, quick announcements. So remember to join my community, the Commanders community. Link is in my bio. All you have to do is tap the profile picture. It's going to take you to my bio. The very first link in my bio takes you to my digital store, and the first option on that says Commanders community. It is free. Drop your best email address there. Hit submit, and that's how you join. And I send you out valuable information weekly. So if you want to be on my list, I have your message. Okay, great. Yes, I send you out valuable information weekly. So you stay up to date what is going on inside of the community, and you get some really good information. So join the Commanders community by using that first link that is in my bio. The second link goes to my YouTube channel. I want you to go subscribe to it. There are hundreds of videos over there that you can watch to catch up on my teaching. If you're ready for transformation, there are hundreds of videos over there on my YouTube channel that you can watch, or you can share the link with someone else who you know this information would help, would benefit. You can share the link with them. All right. I do have a live mentorship session that is coming up on June 28th. If you want to be in the room, go ahead and enroll in the Action Accelerator. All right. Go ahead and enroll in the Action Accelerator, which is my mentorship program. If you need systems, you need structure, you need accountability, you need my eyes on your goals. And I have a lot of experience in accomplishing life goals. A lot of experience in mindset, training in mindset. So if you want to work with me, go ahead and enroll in the Action Accelerator. The link is in my bio, or you can DM me if you have any questions at all about my program. All right, send me a DM. I do respond to my DMs. All right, let's move into the word of the day. Let's do that. We're on page 111 and 112 in the Bold Moves Manual. If you want to follow along with us, you can grab your copy on Amazon. It's the Bold Moves Manual, or you can just type my name in, Anika V. Brown, and it will pop up on Amazon, or you can download the e-version using the link that is in my bio. All right. Awesome. Let's move into the word of the day. So today we're talking about celebration on this Happy Friday. We're talking about celebration. Type that in the comments. Celebration. We are talking about celebration. My screen got dark. I don't know what. There we go. See, that's a little better. It's hot, but that's a little better. All right. Yes, celebration. We're talking about celebration. It's Friday again. I know. The time is going by so fast. Good morning, Lexi. The time is going by so fast. It's Friday again. It's Friday again. And this is why I always say, if you got something to do, get it done. Because the time is not waiting on you. It's not waiting on you. So don't waste your time. Get it done. It's Friday again. That's crazy. I feel like we were just at Sunday. And it's Friday again. It is. So, celebration. Yes, Latasha. Good morning. How are you? We're talking about celebration. So, here's a definition that I went with. To call attention to the honor of a person or thing that has gained from their important actions or positive trait. Now, too often we wait until we've arrived. That's good, Latasha. I'm happy that you're doing well. Too often we wait until we've arrived at major goals before we allow ourselves to celebrate. But as I have transitioned into this space where I truly acknowledge my progress, right? Hello, how are you, Overseer Justice? How are you? How you doing? How are things in Kenya? Good to see you on. I've been in that space now, or transitioned into that space where I truly acknowledge my progress along the way. I want that for you as well. I want you to acknowledge and celebrate even the small wins that you experience along the way. So today we're shifting from simply enduring life, right, to truly celebrating the journey that we're on. celebrating every moment of it. You know what? This thing, it just worked out like half the way. I got like half of the task done. Let me celebrate that. Let me celebrate that. Yes, enjoy the journey. Enjoy the journey. I want you to see celebration as an act of gratitude, of recognition and joy, right? Enjoy every step of the way, right? It's about pausing to acknowledge what we've accomplished, even if it's not everything. We've accomplished some of the things that's on our list. We're going to acknowledge it. Acknowledge what we've accomplished, how far we have come. Because if you look back, I'm sure you can see I have made some progress. I may not be where I want to be, but I have made some progress. I have made some progress, and you need to celebrate that, right? So you're going to acknowledge the blessings that's in your life, whether they're big or small. You're still going to celebrate them, right? Now, you may be saying, but this is common knowledge. I must confess that in the past, I struggled with celebrating myself and my accomplishments. I struggled. I mean, struggled. It was a struggle. Whenever I would get an award or a certificate from something that I completed, I would pack it away. Pack it away. I mean, boxes of certificates and awards just packed away. I would do that. In fact, I did not go to my nursing school graduation, right? A lot of these programs that I did, I never went to the graduation because I could not celebrate myself. I could not celebrate myself. Like, that was a real struggle for me. I don't know if there's anybody on here that can relate to that, but that was a real struggle for me. I did not go to my nursing school graduation. When I got my degree, I did not go to the graduation. I made no efforts to go. Just send me the paper in the mail. I did not go because I had a hard time celebrating myself, and I realized that it was connected to my past, the past mistakes that I made. I told y'all, for those of you who've been following me, I dropped out of school in the 7th grade, dropped out of school in the 8th grade. So I was still holding myself to that. And that had nothing to do with my intellect. I was always a top student in my class, right? But I was still holding myself to that mistake, right? Holding myself to things that people said to me after I dropped out of school. I was still holding myself to that. And it took me some time to get over that, to heal from all of that. And then I was able to celebrate myself, right? It took me some time. It took work, healing my identity, right? Doing the inner work of understanding my worth and my value. It took time and it took work, but I finally got to the place where I could celebrate myself, celebrate my accomplishments, and actually hang my certificates on the wall to remind myself that, hey, you worked for that. You worked very hard, sacrificed for all of that, right? You deserve to be celebrated and you deserve to be honored for that accomplishment. It took some time for me to get there, but I got there. And if you're the one that's in that space where you find it hard to celebrate yourself, there's something from your past that you need to heal from. There's something that you're still holding yourself to, whether it's words from others or your own words, right? Or a mistake that you've made in the past, something that you did that sidetracked your life, sidetracked or derailed the path that you were on, which is just a detour. You just went that way to create a testimony. That's it. Because that's how I look at it now, right? I took a detour to create a stronger testimony. Because you were born and you get this path that you're going to be on. You're going to go to school. You're going to graduate. You're going to get a career. Then you're going to get married and then retire, right? That's a path. But how my life was set up, I took a detour to create a stronger testimony. That's how I want you to see it. And that's going to help you to heal, right? So stop holding yourself to that mistake or what they said, right? Heal from that. Heal your identity. I know who I am. I'm valuable. I may have made some mistakes. I may have, but my recovery from that is a part of my story. Is a part of the thing that made me who I am today. And this portion is not in the book, right? So for those of you who are following along in the Bold Moves manual, I'm going off notes right now to help somebody. But you got to heal from that, right? Your life took a detour to create a stronger testimony. To create a stronger testimony. Because if I got on here and told y'all, oh, I went to high school, I finished high school, I graduated, then I got a career, then I got married, and then that was it. Like, okay, good for you. That's not a typical life for everybody, but good for you. But my testimony got stronger when I took that detour. I dropped out in the 7th grade, had my first baby, dropped out in the 8th grade, had my second son, and I had to develop resilience to get to where I am today, right? Because I now had lives in my hands that I had to take care of, right? I had to figure some things out. As a 15-year-old, a 14-year-old, I had to figure some things out. How to be a mom. Good thing I had a village to help me do it, right? But that created a stronger testimony, a testimony of resilience. You made it. You got caught up. Right? So I took a detour from the traditional school system. I took a detour to create a testimony, got back on track, and just dominated the educational realm. That's my testimony, and I'm sticking to it. All right? So this is how I want you to think about the things that you have done. Just consider it. It was a detour to create a testimony. Now I got to heal from it. All right? So that you can celebrate yourself, so you can celebrate the accomplishments that you're getting to now in life. All right. The most powerful insight I got from the healing stories you've shared. I value that so much. Thank you for showing up so you could hear it. Right. So if you're in that space where you're struggling to celebrate yourself, there is something from your past that you need to identify that you're still holding against yourself. Maybe you made a mistake. Maybe somebody did something to you, right? And you're stuck in that space. Revisit it, heal from it, and then move forward and celebrate your accomplishments. All right? All right? That's the goal. So heal from that. My life took a detour, then I got back on track. Because I needed more power to that story. I needed a stronger testimony. I probably would not be on here if my life story, wasn't the way that it happened. If it didn't happen the way that it happened, I probably would not be on here teaching, right? So again, heal from that. Heal from that. Because it's important that we celebrate not just the finish line, but every step of the race. We're going to celebrate it. For those of you who have taken a step to enroll in my mentorship, my first response is I celebrate you. I celebrate your decision to move forward, to get those goals to become a reality in your life. I celebrate that. Yes, you're at the starting line, but just this step to enroll in my program because you desire to grow, you desire to be more, you desire to go higher, you desire to accomplish the goal. I want to celebrate that part with you. Not just when we get to the finish line, when you've accomplished the goal. I want to celebrate the starting point with you. I celebrate that step that you take, that you've taken, right? So celebrate not just the finish line, but every step of the way. We shouldn't just celebrate when we've made it, but while we're making progress. We should celebrate that. Not just the big wins, but the small victories that falls in between. You want to celebrate that because celebration fuels momentum. When you acknowledge your progress, you create the movement or the motivation that is needed to keep going. Some may think celebration is optional, but actually it's a key ingredient to lasting success. Hey, you've accomplished this. And if you're doing something that is really hard for you, you can think back and say, hey, I did that. I accomplished that. I'm sure I can get through this thing. I'm sure I can get through it. So celebrating your progress is a key ingredient to lasting success. All right, now let's break this down. Let's break down why. Let's break down why. Again, celebration increases motivation. When you take time to acknowledge your progress, it reinforces positive behavior. So think about a baby learning to walk, right? Every step that they take, we cheer and we celebrate, and it's all excitement. And that makes them want to do it again, right? It encourages them to keep going. As an adult, there is still that desire within us for reinforcement. And it's important that you are able to do it independently, because you're not always going to have someone to cheer for you as if like when you were a baby. You won't always have people to cheer for you. So you now have to learn how to do positive reinforcement yourself. Stand in that mirror and say, hey, you got through that. And I celebrate you. You showed up. Things weren't perfect, but you showed up. And I celebrate you. You got to talk to yourself. Positive reinforcement. And you have to be able to do it on your own. Because again, you may not have a crowd clapping for you. You may not have family members cheering you on. Oh, take another step. Apply for that promotion, go for that certification. You may not have family around you to do that. So you have to learn how to do positive reinforcement for yourself, right? And if you don't celebrate your progress, you'll feel like your effort doesn't matter. You'll be working so hard and accomplishing things and not taking the time to celebrate them or to acknowledge them until you get to a space where you're like, man, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter because you have forgotten how much you've accomplished. So you got to take some time to celebrate your progress. In my case, hiding my certificates, with them being hidden, I would forget just how much I have accomplished over the years, just how much I have done. And that would keep me stuck in a place of the disappointment and the mess up and the mistakes that I've made, because it's like that thing was etched in my mind that you did that. You did that. You made that mistake. But I've learned now that I'm just talking about the educational portion of my life, with my accomplishments and hanging my certificates, right? That reminds me that you've done well. Yes, you dropped out in the 7th grade. Yes, you dropped out in the 8th grade, but you have done well. You have become a well-studied woman, and you have done well. So I'm not stuck in that space of educational disappointment anymore. I'm not. I understand my value. I understand that I have the solution to issues that people are facing because I've spent time studying, right? Because I've invested in my education, even after dropping out in the 7th grade, even after dropping out again in the 8th grade. I have invested time, and that should be celebrated. Should be celebrated. All right? So celebrate your small wins and keep the evidence visible. If all you have is one certificate, keep the evidence visible, because it's really going to help you to push forward and remind you that, hey, you've done well. If you only have one, put it on the wall. Put it in a place that you have to walk by it every day. All right? Put it in a place where you have to walk by it every day, even if you just have one. Put it on the wall and celebrate it. You did that. You did that. Even if it's a high school diploma, because I know I have all of these up here. My GED's not up here, but I believe that that is one of my greatest accomplishments, getting my GED at the age of 20 something. I was like 23, I think. I think I was like 23 when I got my GED, right? And I believe that that is one of my greatest accomplishments, because if I did not get that and overcame that stigma of, oh, you dropped out of school, you don't have any high school diploma, right? That helped me in that area, and it opened the door for all of this to happen, right? I don't think I would have all of this had I not gone to get my GED, So I consider that one of my greatest accomplishments, getting my GED. I know there's a stigma around it, and for those of you in other countries who have no idea what I'm talking about, what a GED is, it's like a high school diploma, right? It's like a high school diploma, the one that you get on the day of graduation when you're leaving high school. I don't have the traditional one. I have a GED, right? What's it? General Education Diploma. I think that's what GED stands for. I think so, right? So for those of you in other countries that are like, what is she talking about? It's like a high school diploma, but not from a traditional high school. All right. So I believe that is one of my greatest accomplishments, because that opened the door for me to get back on track to catch up in the area of education. All right. So if you're the one that is holding a GED, or you're considering getting a GED, don't let the stigma hold you back, because I know some people look down on getting a GED. They may frown at it. But if you have it, you can become a career individual, right? Because most schools ask for it. So don't get stuck thinking, oh, I can't get a GED because people don't follow what they have to say, right? Go get that GED. And again, as I said yesterday, don't worry about your age. If you want to go back to school and do it at your own pace. Do it at your own pace. I didn't get my GED until I was 20 something. I think I was like 23 when I moved to this country at 23. So it'd be like I never graduated high school until I was 23. That's kind of what it would equal, right? But here I am today. So don't let that stigma hold you back. If you want to go back to school, get it done. You're not too old. Just do it at your own pace so you can actually finish. All right. I'm way over my time. So let's hit some bullet points really quickly. Let's do that. Let's hit some bullet points. Being here is the best action I do at this hour of the day. Oh, you're welcome, Enrique. Thank you so much for showing up. So if you want to get the full strategy on celebration, grab the book, The Bold Moves Manual. Grab it on Amazon or download it from the link that is in my bio, because I'm way over my time now. So I'm going to hit some bullet points. Let's hit some bullet points. I'm going to share some bullet points with you, and then we'll move right into our declarations. All right. So I'm going to hit the bullet points, but for you to get the full notes, get a copy of the book. Okay, it's on page 111 and 112. All right, so here we go. How to cultivate a lifestyle of celebration. How do I cultivate a lifestyle of celebration? Number one, you're going to celebrate small wins daily. All right, did you wake up and pray today? Celebrate that. Did you take a step towards your goal today? Celebrate that. Did you show kindness or stay disciplined? Maybe you're deciding that, okay, I'm going to do healthy food choices. I'm working on my weight or my health. If you made a healthy food choice, celebrate that. That's a small win that you can celebrate. All right. So celebrate that. You overcame a challenge. Celebrate that. So number one, celebrate small wins daily. Number two, create a personal celebration practice. Okay. Create a personal celebration practice. Now, some years ago, my celebration practice was that when I was what was I studying for? I can't remember what program I was in, but my celebration practice, a personal celebration practice that I had, was to buy myself a pair of shoes when I finished a class. That's how I accumulated so many pairs of shoes that I've never even worn. But that was my personal celebration practice. I've cut that out. Like, I canceled my membership with JustFab and Shoe Dazzle. I canceled my membership with them because I have shoes that I've never worn. I have shoes that are still in their box, still packed in their, the little drawstring bags that they come in, that I have never worn. Right? Multiple pairs of shoes. So I had to cut that one out. And if you're the one that is trying to get your finances together, I would not recommend that one for you. Okay? I'm a shoe lover. I love shoes. I love bags. So I had to cancel my membership. So that's not one that I practice anymore, but it was something that I did. All right. So you can create a personal celebration practice. Maybe you want to keep a gratitude journal. I do. I have one. I do gratitude journaling every morning. Before I get on here, I do a gratitude journal I entry every morning. So that's something that you can do, or you can have a win check-in every week. Clothes can be the same way. Yeah, it can. But if you're the one that is working on your finances this year, I would not suggest that you do that as your celebration practice. Don't do the shoe shopping, the clothes shopping. Don't do it, because like the chemical reaction that happens in your brain when you go shopping, if it's something that you love to do, will just throw you off track and derail that financial goal that you have. So I wouldn't recommend that one for you if getting your finances together is something that you want to do. If that's something that you want to do. All right. So when check-ins each week, you can do that. There's an entrepreneurial group that I'm a part of that every Friday they do a win check-in. What was your win this week? Right? So you can do that as one of your personal celebration practice. All right. The third thing that you can do as well to cultivate a lifestyle of celebration is celebrate others. Celebrate others. True celebration isn't just about acknowledging our success, it's about celebrating others as well, right? Encourage people in your circle. Celebrate even when it's not your season. Celebrate others. Someone's blessing does not take away from yours. It's proof that God is in the neighborhood. Isn't that what they say? Right? Someone close to you accomplished something great. Celebrate them. It's proof that God is in the neighborhood. It does not take away from you at all. All right? Be the kind of person that spreads joy. Okie dokie. Again, get the full notes because I just hit some bullet points and there's more to this celebration strategy that I want you to get. So grab your copy of the Bold Moves Manual. Again, it's available on Amazon, or you can download it from the link that is in my bio so you can get the full strategy for celebration. All right? So celebrate your progress, celebrate the lessons that you learn, celebrate life every single day. Celebrate it. All right, so the word of the day is celebration. Don't wait until you hit that big mark, that final spot to celebrate. Okay? Celebrate the small wins. Celebrate the journey that you're on. Celebrate it. All right? Now, let's set our intentions for today. Let's do that. Let's set our intentions for today. Think about the goal that you're working on for this month and consider 3 things that you can do today that will get you 3 steps closer to that goal becoming a reality. And you're going to get those 3 things done today. 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, 1 in the evening. This is how we become more productive, right? We're not overwhelming ourselves with a list of 10 things to do today. No, 3 tasks is what we practice here. 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, 1 in the evening. So what 3 things can you do today that will get you 3 steps closer to the book being written, the business being launched, you being back in school, the promotion becoming yours, right? What 3 things can you do today that will help you get 3 steps closer? Get those things done today. 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, 1 in the evening. Get them done. If you need more help with your goal that you're working on, you need strategy, you need system, you need my eyes on your goals, you need some mental transformation, you need to understand boundaries, you need to understand time management, enroll in the Action Accelerator. It is really going to help you to propel forward in making these bold moves that you're trying to make this year. You can work with me in the Action Accelerator. The link is in my bio for you to enroll, or you can send me a DM that you would like to work with me, and I will give you the information on how to initiate that process. All right. Celebrating the community's members. We together are cultivating the growth mindset. Yes. Yes, indeed. Yes, we are. We're going to stay in that space of growth mindset. I'm telling you, like none of us have tapped into our full potential yet. But if you continue to grow and you challenge yourself to grow, you're going to tap into it little by little. Okay, let me see how much further I can go. Let me see what's the next thing that I can accomplish. And again, your age is not an issue. Your age is not an issue. You can still accomplish. You can still become the author. You can still get that business up and running. Your pace may be different from someone else, but you can do it. All right? You can do it. You can write the book, start the business, launch the organization, right? Serve the community that you want to serve. Apply for the promotion. You can do it. My sister said something to me yesterday. We were at the park and she said something that just hit my spirit. She said, well, you weren't here, so. But we were at the park and she said, I think God has me in a yes season. I was like, my God, I could have fallen out. She said, I think God is in a yes season. I applied for this and the response came in a few hours. I went to this place and they did it for me on the spot. She said, I'm just enjoying this yes season. The excitement that hit me. So, yeah, get with it. Get with it. Do not discount. Do not let fear. No, dream big. Dream big, because when that yes season happened for you, all those desires of your heart, the things that you desire to experience, the life that you desire to live, when that yes season hits you, be in position. Be ready. Make sure that your mindset is in that place where you can welcome it in and truly enjoy everything about it. All right. All right. Awesome. I just did a detour again. But yes, she said, I think I'm in my yes season. I think God has me in my yes season. I was so excited for her. I said, you paid for this. You paid for this. So enjoy your yes season. Enjoy all of it. Everything that God is doing for you. Yeah, celebrate everything that God is doing for you. Enjoy it. You paid for it. You didn't lose your faith. You stood on the word of God when things weren't working out the way that you wanted it to work out. So now when God is doing it for you, enjoy all of it. Enjoy all of it. All right. Awesome. Let's make some decrees. Let's make some decrees. Let's do that. Yes. Let's do that. Let's make some decrees. I'm going to decree for all of us. You're going to type in the comments, I agree with that. There is power in agreement. We know that life and death lies in the power of the tongue. What you speak is what you will see. I came in at a good moment. I'll think and believe this is my God's yes season. Yes, Jennifer. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right. So let me decree for all of us. The declarations, they're also in the Bold Moves manual. So if you want to use them on your own time, again, they're in the Bold Moves manual. So you can grab your copy on Amazon. Good morning, T. How are you? Grab your copy on Amazon or download the e-version from the link in my bio. So let's decree. I'm going to decree for all of us. You're going to type in the comments, I agree with that. All right, so here we go. I decree that the Lord is blessing us and keeping us in all our ways. I decree that his face and his favor is shining upon us and giving us peace. I decree that we're healthy and strong in body, mind, and spirit. I decree that we're well balanced in every area of our lives. I decree that we're blessed coming and going. I decree that our storehouse, our savings, our checking, our investment accounts are blessed with abundance and overflow. I decree that we're blessed with clear direction and a disciplined life. I decree that the rain of abundance, favor, and goodness is falling on us. I decree that we're blessed with success, with prosperity and provision. I decree that we walk today in faith and expectancy with results. I decree that we're empowered to prosper in our walk with the Lord. I decree that God's grace is giving us speed and acceleration in all that we do. I decree things of great value is coming our way today. I decree that the Lord is amplifying our voices and perfecting our gifts. I decree that God is connecting us to strategic men and women and giving us strategic kingdom opportunities. I decree that we are victorious in life. And that is how we program a productive and a successful day. So now our mindset and our intentions are set for today, and we know that anything is possible. Thank y'all so much for typing I agree. We know anything is possible when you have the right mindset and the will to do what you say you're going to do. Yes, this is my yes season in Jesus' name. Yes, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. My yes season. So I want you to take the day on with faith and expectancy. I want you to expect good things, expect answered prayers. Thank you so much for the daily heart me. Thank you. Expect promotion and increase. Anything is possible. And celebrate. Celebrate. Don't wait until you get to the end of the road. Celebrate the little things that you accomplish today, right? You made a healthy food choice. Celebrate yourself. Listen, I'm in that space of life where sometimes I sit down and I laugh at myself. I do, because I'm happy. I am truly happy. Like, I sit down and I'm thinking and I laugh at myself. I crack up. Yes, I do. Yes, this is my yes season. Yes, indeed. Yes season. Yes, indeed. All right. So if you haven't hit the follow button yet, go ahead and do so you will get the notification whenever I go live. Hit that follow button. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. There's a lot more videos over there. I'm telling you, there are hundreds of videos over on my YouTube channel. Thank you, Liza. Thank you. So subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm the Productivity Coach on YouTube. So connect with me there, catch up on the videos. The restream for this video, for this live stream, will be posted on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube as well. So connect with me. We have 7 more days for them to decide what they're going to do with this platform or our access here in America. So I want to make sure that y'all are connected with me on the other platforms, because I will still be going live, whether it's here or somewhere else. I will still be going live. All right. So I want you to stay connected. Have an amazing day. I will be back tomorrow. So I will see you all in the morning. Bye for now.